Mm.
Yeah.
That's right. The train is coming.
Yeah. You got your ticket, BJ?
Yeah, I got my ticket to Chi-Town.
No way.
It's arriving in Chicago. What's the date the train gonna arrive, brother?
I hope you get here on the 21st. I hope you get here on the 21st, and I hope you stay through the 23rd.
That's right. Train arriving at Savior's Day, 2025, right here in the city of Chicago. It's a beautiful message. Our Savior's Day message is called "Repent, for the Kingdom of God is at hand." A message prepared specially by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, delivered by his National Assistant Minister, Minister Ishmael Muhammad. So, brothers and sisters, we'll be giving you more details leading up to Savior's Day. It's a crowning event of Black History Month. We don't want you to miss out on that. Our two editorial giants are hosting this show, StraightWords. We're talking about Brother Naba'a Richard Muhammad, Editor-in-Chief, and contributing editor and former editor, Brother James G. Muhammad. I'm Brother BJ. And our producer of this show, Brother Deontay, is a famous basketball coach in the city of Chicago. We didn't know. He said, "Brother, I'm doing a fundraiser for my basketball team, and I would like to say a couple of words." We would invite him to say a couple of words because, this is your show, Brother Deontay. He's our faithful friend. He's been with us from the beginning of this show. And we really appreciate you, Brother Deontay. So tell everybody about the fundraiser for your basketball team and tell us about it.
All right, so I'm on the coaching staff over at Thornwood High School out in South Holland. I'm actually one of the freshman coaches.
Okay.
And we're doing a traditional fundraiser like most basketball programs do. We have the calendar set up this year. Last year we did popcorn, but this year we're doing the calendar set up where you got the 31 days on the calendar, and basically whatever date that you pick, that's how much you're committing to fundraising or committing to donating rather. So if you pick the 11th just per se, then you committing to donating $11, and it's all going to the school to help with jerseys and travel and anything that's necessary for the team so that we could have a pretty smooth and successful season.
Man, that's good, bro.
All right.
Yeah, we actually played our last game today on the freshman side. Yeah, we played against Oak Lawn this evening. So now we
Did y'all win?
Yeah, we did. We won.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
His name is Deontay, Brother BJ. Don't ask a question like that.
Now he within all his right to ask, because sometimes dealing with the 14 and 15-year-olds, man, it could be a toss up with which group decide they want to show up on which day. So
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I did send you guys the link, and I appreciate y'all giving me an opportunity to speak on it, as well as whatever donations I do get from you guys. We really appreciate it.
So yeah, y'all. So look. You can text me, and I can send you the link so you can support Deontay's fundraiser directly. We're gonna support it, and and we'll if I can get out of my secret location, I'll put something on the website. So this fundraiser runs, Brother Deontay, until basically all the days are paid for, right?
Well, yeah, the goal is to have all the days sold by the end of the month.
By the end of the month.
Yes,
okay.
sir. So by the end of the month is when.
Okay.
Yeah, when it'll be all done, and the fundraising that we're doing now is for next year's season. So.
Okay, very good. So we got a couple weeks, and hopefully I can get out of my secret location. We'll post it on the website where you can get it. But the easiest thing, text me tonight, 312-480-9775, and just say help Deontay, and I will forward you the link where you can do something. Okay, how about that?
Very good.
Do the information.
Yeah, I just hit you up too, Deontay.
Oh, thank you.
What school is that? What school is it?
That's Thornwood High School. It's out in South Holland. And also, I know it does ask for like your name and everything, and I know some people might not be comfortable with sending that information or putting that information out there. And if they aren't, it's other ways to donate. You can always send a check to Thornwood High School and just make it out to the boys basketball program. And that's honestly the easiest way, or the second easiest way, if you don't want to necessarily put your info on the calendar.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, Brother Deontay. We support you, brother. We're going to make a donation.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yes, sir. All right. So we're moving right along here in this last hour. Y'all ready to bring your big brother, Brother Robert Roth, on from the Haitian Action Committee? Talk about what's going on in Haiti. Are you on the line, Brother Robert?
Yes, I am.
All right. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, thank you, and thank you for your continued solidarity with Haiti. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, Haiti is our love. It's deeper than solidarity. It's really the love and respect and appreciation. And Robert, thank you for coming on. Man, I'm gonna try to get to some stuff so I'm not all over the place, because I really want to get into an update on how things are going. So now we've had the quote unquote multinational Kenyan, I guess, and there's some Caribbean entities in there now as well.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Give us the update. How is that working out right now?
Well, probably by now there's, a number of hundred troops on the ground from Kenya, from El Salvador, Guatemala, other countries in the Caribbean, a few other African nations have sent token forces. And, Haitians have said about the Kenyans that they act like tourists, that, that they're not really confronting in any serious manner, with the occasional exceptions, the paramilitary forces that have been devastating Haiti for a number of years now. And since this multinational force has arrived, the situation has actually gotten worse, not better. And the resistance that's happened has been happening from the people of Haiti. In communities, people have defended communities, risen up with very, very few weapons as compared to the high-powered weapons that these paramilitaries have, almost all of which come from the U.S. And so even though the Haitian population is outgunned, outarmed, Haitian resistance never stops. So people have been setting barricades, around their communities, have been, creating vigilance committees to, protect and to notice when paramilitaries are beginning to invade. They fought back with machetes. They fought back with rocks and bottles, but, Haiti is really right now in a hellish place. It's, the results of years of illegitimate governments, right-wing governments, set up by the U.S. and other foreign powers, and it's devolved Haiti into a disastrous moment in its history.
Now this was supposed to be once again bringing in these different police. Are there soldiers also, or is it just police from these different countries?
It's police.
Okay.
It's police from these various countries, but they're, heavily armed. the irony is that with all of the talk about this multilateral occupation or force, it's been severely underfunded. The U.S., which has pushed this from the beginning, has hardly provided any resources to it. And now with the Trump administration, they've actually suspended all payments to this force, and they've suspended humanitarian aid to Haiti, of course. So people in Haiti believe that it's up to them to fight back against these paramilitaries, which the mainstream media here calls gangs, but we look at it differently. We see them as death squads that are aligned with, sectors of the elite and the government. And, so it's not going to be Kenyan troops or Kenyan police or Salvadorans. It's going to be the people of Haiti that are going to resolve this problem down the road, but it's going to be very difficult, and it's very difficult right now.
Yeah, I think, Robert, and I was looking earlier, and a couple of things caught my eye. One was the delivery of some hardware from America, 600 rifles, some armored vehicles, some trucks being delivered to Haiti. But to me, when they started talking about this quote-unquote, multinational force, it was disturbing to me, knowing the history of what happened to Haiti before, when the UN got involved, and the loss of life, and the sexual abuse of women, and the sexual abuse of children, and all these things. But the other thing that didn't make sense to me was you got Haiti speaking French and Creole, and you got Indian troops speaking English. Now I'm hearing about other troops, not Kenyan troops, Kenyan police speaking English. And now you got, sounds like other Latin American countries sending police who speak Spanish. So I'm trying to figure out, how was that supposed to work to resolve anything when you can't even communicate with people?
Well, that's right. And what that leads to is it will lead to attacks on the population. It'll this alienation between these foreign, we really consider them almost mercenaries, right? Foreign occupying forces and the population, which is so reminiscent of colonialism. And you're right that the history of foreign occupation in Haiti is disastrous. The UN occupation, which, took over Haiti in 2004, after the overthrow of the democratically elected Aristide government, has been, occupying Haiti at times with like 13 to 15,000 soldiers. And the end result of these years, decades of foreign occupation has been a situation that has gotten worse and worse and worse. The economy is worse. The social conditions are worse. Over 5,000 people were killed this year alone by paramilitary death squads. The sexual abuse of women and children by these paramilitaries, by these gangs, has been notorious. There have been we just read a report from the Institute for Justice and Democracy in Haiti, which is a very well-established human rights organization, and they report an average of 40 cases of rape every day, 1,200 cases per month. And, the UN itself found a 1,000% increase in the number of sexual violence cases against children, particularly girls, in 2004 alone compared to the year before. And, as one of the things that's happening in Haiti is that as these paramilitaries, who, by the way, portray themselves as revolutionaries, there's a coalition of these paramilitaries that are called WVON AM, and one of their leaders is this man named Jimmy Cherizier, an ex-police officer who's also known as Barbecue. And they have been attacking one community after another and using gang rape of women and children as a means of terror. And that's happened in community after community. So, but you're right that under the UN occupation, that happened as well. The sexual violence was rampant under the UN occupation, as were attacks on the poorest communities in Haiti. And foreign occupation never,
go ahead.
Foreign occupation, as you know, and I know that the love for Haiti that you have, and foreign occupation can never resolve these crises. They only make them worse. And the only thing that can resolve the crisis in Haiti is democratic governance, popularly elected governments. There's no elected officials right now in Haiti. At the end of 20 years of UN and foreign occupation, there are no elected officials, no elected mayors, no elected local officials, no functioning parliament, and no elected president. So this is a disaster produced by the 2004 coup and also by the continued foreign occupation that has left Haiti in this condition today. So it's not the solution. The solution has to come from the Haitian people.
Yeah, and we've heard from the new Trump administration about expanding detention at Guantanamo Bay, where Haitians were held at one point, and I think there's fear that they may be sent back there again. When you look at what is happening in terms of the Trump immigration policy and what is happening with Haitians fleeing the country?
Mm-hmm. Well, we have to start with the fact that the Biden administration deported more Haitians than had been deported under any previous administration. Well over 25,000 Haitians were deported during the time of the Biden administration. So for us as solidarity activists and, connected to Haiti, we've been protesting these deportations from the beginning, so it's nothing new, or it's nothing new for Haitians in the U.S. But it will get worse under Trump. And you're right to mention Guantanamo, which, was during the 90s, after the first coup against President Aristide and a massive outflow of Haitians, there were about 12,000 Haitians detained in Guantanamo for years, and I was involved, and many of us were involved in protests about that because it was completely illegal, and Haitians were denied any access to legal representation. It was a nightmare in Guantanamo with a lot of abuse of the Haitian detainees. The first flights of Haitian deportees have arrived in Haiti already since the Trump administration took over. And they're coming back, and they're coming back into a situation which is devastating. I mean, they're coming back into a situation just like, for example, if you look at the issue of food, about 5 million Haitians, and it's about a 12 million population, are considered in danger of starvation over the next few years. They call it food insecurity. But the roads are blocked. The market women can't get to the market, because they're confronted with these paramilitaries who attack them. There have been gang rapes of market women, and they can't set up their stalls because all of their produce is stolen. People can't. It's not safe to send your crops along the roads. So this is what when Trump looks at the Haitian population here and is like ready to deport tens of thousands, maybe more, over the next, 4 years. He's sending them back into a situation created by the U.S., right, that, will make people desperate, and which is why people leave Haiti. Like, nobody likes to leave their home. Nobody wants to leave their home. They have their families there. They have their lives there. They have their legacies there. But Haitians have been forced to flee in the last few years because of the terrible situation that's been created. And now they're being sent back. And what's interesting to me, like, for example, Trump just announced that Afrikaners from South Africa, right, who were instrumental in the racist South African regimes that were finally overthrown, they're now considered acceptable refugees because they've been discriminated against, according to Trump, by the black population in South Africa. So here you have this incredible, support for a white minority in South Africa, while there's a tax on black Haitians in the U.S. And I just think it exposes the white supremacy of the whole thing.
Exactly. Sure.
Shocked. We're not shocked really by anything that America does, but it still is shocking.
Yeah. Yeah, it made me think back to his first term where he was talking about, or he said he wanted more white immigration.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was looking for. So, Robert, as we look, what can be done to support the popular struggle and the people of Haiti?
Well, that's a difficult question. One of the things that we've been trying to do is to make Haiti visible to the broader community. Often Haiti is at the margin of people's consciousness. And that's true within, the quote-unquote left in the United States, which looks at many struggles all around the world, but doesn't look at Haiti, even though Haiti, of course, the only nation that freed itself from enslavement, the first black republic in history, under assault because of that for hundreds of years, and like with a popular movement that has been resilient, since the overthrow of the Duvalier regime in 1986. It's a popular movement, and one of the forces in that movement, of course, is the Naba'a movement, which is, connected to the Aristide presidencies and, was instrumental in the overthrow of the Duvaliers and has been there ever since. So one of the things we're trying to do on the one hand is to educate about Haiti, to make sure that when people, create a list of what they're going to fight about in relation to the Trump administration, that Haiti isn't left, that both around, like, the migration issue is very important. We know, for example, that Haitians were under assault throughout the Trump-Vance campaign. We know what they said about the Haitians in Springfield, Ohio, like that racist nonsense that they, put out about Haitians, in the U.S. And we know that Haitians, when you talk about Guantanamo, we know that Haitians will be part of the population that is sent to Guantanamo when and if they open it up to 30,000 detainees. So we think that there needs to be real action around the migration issues, but the migration issues are connected to the situation in Haiti. Like, we want to support a Haiti that where people don't have to flee from, from their homeland. And to do that, we have to support the popular movement in many different ways. One of the things we have to end the arms trade, the illegal arms trade that comes from Miami to Port-au-Prince, to Cape Haitian. The arms that these paramilitaries have are coming straight from the U.S. Haiti does not manufacture its own weapons. And that arms trade is going to be like, we are going to try to target that as a key thing to stop the violence in Haiti. And we're going to support efforts, whatever efforts there are, of the popular movement there to create democratic change, we want to get rid of the core group. The core group is a group of foreign powers, including the UN, the European Union, yes, the U.S., all of them out of Haiti. Let Haitians resolve this crisis, because foreign occupiers have only made it worse and worse and worse. And that's happening right now. So those are some of the things that we think can be done. And there is a broad base of support for Haiti, but we have to activate it in this period.
You mentioned weapons flowing from Miami into Haiti, Port-au-Prince, Cap Haitian, I'm sure other areas. Can you talk about who's involved in that trade? Who benefits? Why does it happen? Who's paying for these weapons?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of money involved. And, this is true. Like, it was interesting because we just had a webinar with a number of folks from different Caribbean countries, and including Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Belize, and they said that the same thing is happening to them, that there are like these arms shipments coming in from Miami, from other ports in the U.S. And obviously here in the U.S., those are not being stopped. So those arms dealers are making a ton of money. And who benefits from it in Haiti, right? Like, these paramilitaries don't have a lot of money, but they're being financed by parts of the oligarchy in Haiti who want those arms in so that the paramilitaries can protect their interests, whether it's drug smuggling, at the port, whether it's like attacking opposition neighborhoods. The elite in Haiti has been using these paramilitary forces to do its bidding. And that really started under the Martelly government, which was the first government led by this party, the PHTK, which is a really right-wing fascist party, but put into power by the U.S. administration. Hillary Clinton came to Haiti, and it was in the 2010 election where Martelly was in third place rather than second and would not have been able to participate in the runoff. And she went straight to the Electoral Council of Haiti, had a sit-down meeting with them, and said, you're wrong. He should be second. He shouldn't be third. He should be second. And as a result, they caved, right, under U.S. pressure. Martelly entered the runoff. It was a completely rigged election, and he was put into power. And that party has been, sanctioned around the world for drug smuggling, arms trafficking, sexual violence, massacres, but it really lays at the feet of the U.S. And so we have to explain that, and we have to develop campaigns to end that.
Yeah. Hey, I had a quick question. You mentioned the USAID and other funds that I guess are being withheld, if I heard correctly. And I'm wondering if there is significant funding being held. What's the immediate impact that that we're going to see from those funds being withheld?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think, first of all, USAID, as you know, has been an arm of the U.S. government. It's been funding projects all around the world to, help U.S. Infiltration and interference in governments around the world. But also there are some humanitarian aspects, and those are the ones that are going to impact Haiti. Like, for example, food aid, which, has been, again, used against Haitian local agriculture. But right now, with a population where there's, like, famine in key areas, for that food aid to be cut will be devastating, and, money for health care or for, work around AIDS, things like that. Now, Haitians are doing these things for themselves, but the suspension of those kinds of programs is just cruelty. And it's, and the Trump administration is a cruel administration, and it's an anti-Black administration. And, and the attacks on Haiti have got to be seen, as part and parcel of a worldwide attack on people of African descent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wanted to say one other thing about the migration issue, if I can.
Yes, sir.
Would that be okay? All right. The Dominican Republic has like Marco Rubio just went to the Dominican Republic. He did this tour of, he went to Panama to say, like, we can work out a deal to get the Panama Canal. He went to El Salvador saying, wow, you're doing great. And like, we're so happy that you're sending, police to Haiti. And the El Salvador government is also like a neo-fascist government. And with the DR, he said, you are doing exactly what we want about migration. And what is the DR doing? The DR is constructing its own border wall to keep out Haitians. There have been, like last year, there were 500,000 Haitians living in the DR, and 276,000 of them were deported this past year. And the head of the DR, Abinador, who Marco Rubio was effusive in his praise of, like he said, we're going to deport 10,000 Haitians every week. And those deportations are violent. It means attacks on Haitian communities in the DR. And what do? In the DR, they do the work of the DR in the sugar plantations, the factories, etc. And many Haitians have been living there for generations. And, their homes are burned, there's assaults, there's killings, and forced migration out of the DR. And one of the key things that's been happening is that parents are picked up at work and deported, and their kids are left without their parents in the DR. So this is coordinated with the U.S., with the support of the U.S., and it's, another attack on the Haitian population coming from the other part of the island. So we have to raise that as well because, that has a massive effect on the Haitian economy and on families and on the social aspects of life in Haiti because so many people depend on that work or to sustain a living for relatives in Haiti, et cetera. So that's a part of a bigger picture that we're trying to both understand, expose, and deal with.
Robert Roth for the Haitian Action Committee is on StraightWords tonight. I think we got somebody that wants to speak to you, Robert, if you don't mind taking the phone call.
Sure.
Brother P, Mr. P, go right ahead. You're on WVON StraightWords with Robert Roth. I think we might have lost him.
You must be on mute.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Donald Trump that provided Nigeria with the tools and resources and technology to fight the incursion of terrorists in the northern region, one being Boko Haram. When Goodluck Jonathan was the president, Obama refused to because he was complaining about their unwillingness to open up to same-sex marriage and abortion by demand. And Donald Trump needs to stick to his campaign, and that is MAGA. Haitians is going to have to do for themselves. Haiti belongs to the Organization of American States, which is the UN. That consists of states in the Caribbean, or countries in the Caribbean, and governments of that sort. So why is it that everybody needs to look to the United States? We have our own problems. In the Dominican Republic are people of color. Yes, they did run the Haitians out. I know that very well. But they got to do for themselves. That's all I got to say.
I would say this, brother. Yeah. It's hard to do for yourself when you've never been independent. Haiti is not in the condition that it's in because they didn't do for themselves. Haiti is in the condition that it's in because from the time that the Haitians got independence, America has been meddling in their affairs. It was the Americans who've been involved in Haitian politics going back to the Duvalier regime and before then. It is Americans, people like Bill Clinton and his wife, who dumped Arkansas chickens and rice into Haiti to destroy the local economy. It is American corporations that press the Haitian government and their puppets to have people leave farming in the countryside to come work in sweatshops in cities. It is the Americans that took out the elected, the first fair and maybe only free election, popular vote, one man, one vote, John Bertrand Aristide, that took him out.
When you say Americans, Robert, you remember Wade, the president of Senegal? Wade said that Haitians.
We're talking about Haiti right now. We ain't got the.
Well, no, I'm talking about opportunities that he offered.
No.
Well, there you go. Because I don't agree with you. You don't want me to talk.
No. You're changing the subject. I don't
want Haitians
you are on the wrong subject. The subject tonight is Haiti.
Let's forget.
And you just said.
Listen, Robert.
Has to do for itself.
That's not right.
No, this is Naba'a.
Well, listen. Forget that I called.
We're talking about Haiti.
Just forget I called.
That's what we're talking about. Okay. Have a good night, then.
And I don't care. For me personally.
Have a good night. Have a good night. Thank you. Well, brothers and sisters, you're not going to call up here and say Haiti got to do something for itself. Then when you are shown how America has been invested in and destructive of Haiti from the beginning, you going to act like none of that was said and none of it existed? No. America been meddling in Haiti, and ain't never been a force for good. Never. So we not jumping all around now with Haiti, now with Senegal. No. We right here in America's backyard, where she wanted to control Haiti. She wants to control Cuba. She don't want nothing happening in this region that she ain't in charge of. So Haiti ain't begging for America's help. Haiti is begging for America to get out the way.
Leave her alone. Right.
That's right.
That's what that means. Go ahead, Robert. I'm sorry.
I couldn't have said it any better. That's all. This notion that, Haitians just have to fend for themselves. Haitians would love to be left alone.
Exactly.
And to allow, and to allow their own creativity, ingenuity, incredible population to rebuild their own country without the constant interference of foreigners. There was an article, I think it was in Forbes magazine, which was like, this crisis in Haiti is really an opportunity. And what was the opportunity? To dig up Haiti for gold, silver, copper, bauxite, marble. You know, they now think that Haiti has about $20 billion at the very least worth of mineral wealth that's untapped. And instead of that being under the control of Haiti, you know, there used to be a law that said no foreigners could own land in Haiti. And but under this Martelly government and the current regimes, that law has been removed, and it's opened up land theft by major corporations who want to dig up the whole country, you know. So, you know, what that caller was saying, you know, this notion that, you know, Haitians are just begging for U.S. help, really, it's the U.S. and Canada and France and all of these foreign powers that are attempting to continue to exploit Haiti. When you go to the Gap, when you go to Target and you see a $10 or by now a $20 T-shirt made in Haiti, people who are making those T-shirts are making about $3 a day, you know, and to service a U.S. apparel company, you know. So the interference is there. And, you know, and the MAGA, you know, the little MAGA movement is only going to make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go back because I just got to come back to actual facts. And see, when we get to talking in generalities, but we don't talk in specific. You talking about Haiti need to do something for itself. How about we let the Red Cross do something for itself? Because the Red Cross, going back to the earthquake, right?
Yeah.
Going back to the earthquake, 2010, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And almost $500 million given to the Red Cross. That's not just, brothers and sisters, public donations. That's also federal money. When the feds contracts with the Red Cross to provide different services, really services that the government of Haiti should be providing. But America and others have long stripped Haiti's government of the ability to provide for services by giving that money to nonprofits, non-government organizations, and charities. Right?
That's completely correct.
And one of the most obscene, man. Obscene aspects of what the Red Cross did in Haiti. They had all this money, man. They built about 6 houses, literally. Oprah actually built more houses than they did. I've been to Haiti 4 or 5 times.
I know.
I was there when they were talking about rebuilding, and they were talking about the American military's role, whether it was the Army Corps of Engineers or whoever it was. I don't remember the exact unit or entity.
That's who it was.
But they talked about how, even though that was U.S. money being spent, a certain percentage of that money was paid back to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers or whoever was doing the work.
Right.
So you're talking about American dollars, tax dollars, being spent on projects, and then some of those tax dollars coming right back into the American military. So all of this ain't no just altruistic, we just trying to help somebody. Haitians are some of the most industrious people I've seen in my life, man.
Yes, that Some of the most
talented.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it. But when you get the nonprofit like the Red Cross, but ain't nobody talking about the Red Cross. See, that's long forgotten now. That was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You know, we believe in the Red Cross. Keep giving. But that I just don't like when things are said that do not contain the actual fact. And then when people are confronted with the fact, they try to ignore them. No, we stand right here on Haiti and America's. I mean, look, the assassination of Haiti's last president.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it interesting that some of the people that are involved were actually informants for the U.S. government?
Yeah, for the DEA. Yeah.
We talking just a couple years ago, man. Did we forget that? Isn't that interesting? So much so that when they rolled up to assassinate the president, they said to the daggone Haitian security, stand down. This is the Drug Enforcement Administration.
Mm-hmm.
They literally said, stand down. This is the Drug Enforcement Administration. And they rolled in and they killed this man. Whether he was a good man or a bad man, they killed him. And that continues this cycle of violence and political violence in Haiti. The other, I can't think of the gentleman's name, but the man they put forward, who was out of Miami, or out of Florida at least, somewhere in that Miami area, I believe. I can't think of his name. The one they put forward. Yeah.
You mean Ariel Reed?
The one they put forward as being the quote unquote leader of the operation.
Oh yeah.
A businessman, pastor. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, in Florida, right.
But they said, some of the people that knew him said that he told them that he was basically approached by agents of the American government to get involved in this thing. See, we forget, or we reject, man, facts. We're not going to let you do that. You can have any opinion that you want on this show, but you are not entitled to your own facts.
Well, you know, in the last period of time, it was the U.S., France, and Canada that overthrew the Aristide government in 2004. And that was a cataclysmic event, right? He had been elected overwhelmingly. He still is, quite probably, the most popular political figure in Haiti. And he certainly was then. But they destabilized the government. They blocked loans that had been agreed to. They actually made the Aristide government pay interest on loans that they never received. You know, and then they invaded the capital and they kidnapped him and took him to Africa. You know, this was direct U.S. intervention and in the destruction of, you know, Haitian democracy. Not to mention the debt that Haiti had to pay to first French banks and then U.S. banks as the price of freeing itself from slavery, what Haitians call the independence debt, which the New York Times, you know, calculated might have reached $100 billion that Haiti has had to pay over all of these years that made Haiti poor. Haiti is not a poor country. It's been made poor. And it's been made poor by foreign intervention and by the refusal of foreign powers to allow Haitians to build their own self-governance and to build a progressive, democratic Haiti. You know, so thank you very much for your answers to his question, because I think you're spot on about it.
Yeah, I tell you, Robert, I have I've been to Haiti. I've seen the beauty. I've seen the pride. I've seen the potential.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the people who stand against all the odds, but there's one thing that you can't take away from them. You cannot take away their dignity and their pride in being Black and Haitian. Mm-hmm. That you will not take, no matter what you do. So give us, Robert, how can we follow you? And you got anything coming up that our listeners should know about?
Well, I'm going to give you two websites that if you go to them, you'll both see any forthcoming event. So the website for Haiti Action is www.haitisolidarity.net. It's www.haitisolidarity.net. And then our sister organization is the Haiti Emergency Relief Fund, which raises money for the popular movement in Haiti, for the university that the Aristides have built, which, oh my goodness, I would hope that you get a chance to go there and see, because if you're talking about dignity, you will see it like full force at UNIFA, the University of the Aristide Foundation, with over 5,000 students in the middle of all this chaos. And the organization that we have to raise funds is the Haiti Emergency Relief Fund, and you can reach us at www.haitiemergencyrelief.org. And the thing about that organization is we have no paid staff, none. It's all volunteer, and every cent goes directly to Haiti and to the grassroots